so dare to dive deep into comics. Nothing can compare from Gotham's Dark Knight to Marvel's Mighty Thor. We'll break it down, leave you wanting more. Stampede you on a ride where heroes and villains clash side by side. Whether it's DC or Marvel.
What is going on, everybody? Welcome to the InnerCityGeeks podcast. It's Steve here, and this is episode 334. And joining me today, we have Alex.
Hello, one and all.
Yes, and we have Brian.
What's up, everybody?
Hey, it's just another beautiful day. Another week that we record on a different day. But that's okay, because that's life. We have shit to do, we have things to take care of, and we can't always record on a regular day. But we're here. We're putting it out. Because, of course, this weekend we're all going to be busy. So, it's perfectly fine to just record early. So what's going on, Alex? How you been? What you been doing up to?
I just came back a little while ago from watching Deadpool and Wolverine.
Nice. Very cool. Very excited. I cannot wait to watch it later this weekend.
Yeah. As we were conversing earlier and everything like that, of course, there's going to be no spoilers because remember, this movie just came out. But as I was telling Steve, I did enjoy it. But, you know, the only thing that, two things that deterred me from it. I felt that Deadpool 2 was a little bit better than this one, but like I said, this is my opinion. It's my opinion.
That's fair. Yeah, we all have our opinions.
But all in all, you know, it was a really fun watch. But then the other thing that took me away from it is, it seems like, I don't know if you want to blame it on the pandemic or whatever, but it just seems like people lost movie theater etiquette.
I don't think it's people that lost movie theater etiquette. It's people who just don't really care about other people.
Yeah, because the whole thing for me was always this was I mean, there are circumstances where you could be running late and everything like that. That's fine, but I've always been like, you know, what always really got me is like you're trying to watch a movie, right? And when you have people trying to like come in like maybe 15, 20 minutes after the movie has started and trying to get seats, and it kind of reminds you of like the old school when you used to get like the bootleg tape, you know.
Yeah.
So you see the people passing you, whatever. It's just like, oh yeah, that's right. I forget about this.
Yeah.
And then,
see, like I get it. I love going to the movie theaters, but I always go like crazy early, like super matinees whenever I do go, and I don't usually have that problem.
I tend to go to the theater on a weeknight in a hidden gem theater in New York, so therefore I don't worry about crowds, and I always buy my ticket on Fandango.
Nice.
Yeah.
I got my ticket through Fandango.
Okay. See, I haven't used Fandango in forever, but I what I do to buy tickets or whatever, I usually use Atom, which is a pretty cool app especially for the theater by me. You get to pick your seats specifically to where you want to sit, and it's easy and simple.
I mean,
and it's super cheap.
I mean, you can do it through Fandango too.
Yeah, I guess.
But it also depends on the theater.
Right.
Because, I mean, at this point, I don't even think that, like, you have certain theaters that don't have that option at this point, that you can actually pick the seat that you want.
True. Yeah. Not many theaters can do that. You're right.
But going back to what I was saying, so I went to go see it. I did go see a matinee. So, you know, it wasn't like, you know, too much on the wallet. It's still expensive though, because, you know, theaters in New York. But I saw it in 3D.
Okay.
And like I said, it was a real fun watch. you know, I will say, if if you do want to go see it in the theater, just make sure that you go at like like how Brian said, like go to like one of those hidden gem theaters, or if you are gonna go maybe
Yeah,
to like
that's fair.
like an early showing and stuff like that, because I cannot imagine how it's gonna be in the next couple days, especially since it's a, a weekend, and this is a movie that a lot of people do want to see.
Right.
But you know, to each your own. If hopefully everyone enjoys it. I enjoyed it, but
Well, good. I'm glad you
you
enjoyed
know,
it.
but like I said, certain people in there. Oh, another thing that was there, and I just thought this was just so fucking hilarious because it brought me back to what we were talking about, I think like a week or so ago,
Hmm.
that while in the theater, mind you, during the trailers, right, there was a dude that was probably texting, maybe wife, girlfriend, whatever, significant other. Don't give two shits. This this Karen or whatever comes out of nowhere and just straight up tells him, "Excuse me, can you stop? What are you doing on your phone? You're ruining my movie theater experience."
Wow.
And to me, I just kept thinking to myself, like, lady, you're lucky this is in the city. Because if, like, let's say you were to pull something like that in the hood, the first thing that I think the dude would be like, yo, fuck you. Like,
Yeah, for sure.
But I mean, I get it that, but first off, like I said, it was just the trailers. Like, it wasn't the initial movie itself. Like, I think at least when the movie starts, right, keep your phone on silent. If you got to have it, if you got to have it on for like just in case if you have kids or whatever, then put at least put the
Keep it
light
on
like,
vibrate or something.
yeah, keep it on vibrate. Keep the light like very dim, like to to like the lowest settings, that it won't bother
Yeah.
anybody, especially if
Yeah.
you're looking at it.
Or also, if you're gonna be doing that in the theater, make sure you sit towards the back. Don't sit towards the front.
I always like, well, for me, my favorite seats are middle, or like like usually the last section, like all the way in the back, right in the middle, so you feel like you're watching TV, like kind of old school status, like like you were sitting in front of the boob tube kind of
That's
thing.
fair. That's fair. See, me when I go, I always sit literally in the middle of the theater.
I
So
used
like
to
I
like
find this.
that until when more people started going to the theater, and I rather kind of like have kind of space to myself. The good thing though about it though was that in my theater, it was packed, but no one was sitting really near me, maybe adjacent to whatever, but I had enough space to stretch out my legs.
Hmm.
Right, no one was really like going back and forth to go use the bathroom, like how sometimes, let's say for example, if you go to like a concert or something, and people have to go through, and sometimes you have to kind of just semi get up or whatever the hell, or just stand up.
Right. You have to
Right.
scurry your way through it.
Yeah, so for me, like, since no one was really around like that, I was like, I sat down throughout the whole thing. So I was I was comfy, I was chill.
Okay, that's good.
But like I said, it was just the people coming in late, and then carrying, trying to assert her authority.
Hmm.
Yeah, yeah.
But yeah, but before going to see Deadpool and Wolverine, I did decide to go watch the first two. So last night I watched the first one, and then this morning, before getting ready to go head out to watch the movie, I watched the second
Hmm.
one.
Okay.
So, and then I thought, maybe now, since after I seen this one, that I should finally pull the trigger and actually see Logan.
You should. Logan is actually really good.
I enjoyed that one. It's sad as fuck,
It's
but
not that it's a sad movie. It's the fact that like you see that he's a broken and withered Wolverine.
yeah,
And if you watch the black and white version, because they released both versions of it,
I forgot they did. Yeah,
um, the black and white version gives you, it makes you feel bit more than the colored version of it. kind of like the Snyderverse that they did. They released the Snyderverse in black and white. It made Justice League look a lot better than it really was because it was in black and white.
I still have not seen that.
It's okay. It's not something that you're like, oh my god, I need to go see it. No, you don't have to. It's not a rush. Plus, it's also like on Max. It's like 4 hours long. Not that serious.
Didn't they also like divide it like like in sections anyway?
They did, but it's still 4 hours long. Like it's stupid long. And I get it. I get it. It's Zack Snyder trying to put something out that wasn't that the studio didn't want to put out originally.
Right.
I get it. I understand. And you had a vision for it. Did it hit the landing? Maybe. Some people say it did. Other people don't. I think it was meh. It was okay. It was decent. It was better than the version that was released in theaters for the first time. But it's not like, oh my god, why did they just do it in the first place? No, it was good.
I'm just trying
Not
to
like
remember.
amazing.
I was trying to remember if it was either Justice League or Batman v Superman. That I always said that the portrayal, but it was just like a simple cut. But I always felt like it was the scene when Ben Affleck's Batman, when he shot the grappling hook and went off, and I was like, that reminded me of like animated series style.
Mm-hmm.
So
Yeah.
I'm trying. And then I still say, what is it? Batman v Superman still had that awesome fucking fight, that Arkham that Arkham asylum
Mm-hmm.
fight scene.
Yeah. That was pretty dope.
That's what kind of made up for it. And it's just like, and then you go back, it's like, it's Superman.
No, see, like I enjoyed Batfleck, even though people were like, "Oh my god, he's so whack." He's actually one of my favorites. He's, at one of the top ones. I'm sad that he's not doing it again, but I enjoyed him for what it was and from what we got for him. Just as I enjoyed Pattinson too.
That was one of my lower tiers or whatever, but I still say the one that I really don't like, or I think, well, let me rephrase it. The one thing that's very overrated is Bale Batman.
I agree with that one too.
Uh,
Bill Batman for me is at the bottom.
Bale Batman. I enjoy Bale Batman. It's not at the bottom for me. But honestly, out of the trilogy, The Dark Knight was the best one of the three.
Right. Absolutely. You're not
It
wrong.
was it was the only one that was really good of the three.
Mm-hmm.
And then what is it? Like Batman Begins is alright.
Yeah, exactly. Begins is okay.
Yeah. Dark Knight, fucking classic.
Absolutely.
And then Dark Knight Rises or whatever was just a train wreck.
Well, it got forced to be rewritten because of the fact that Heath Ledger died.
Yeah.
Because the whole idea was that he was going to be the main antagonist in this movie.
Yeah. Oh well. It would have been. It's not even that they were forced to rewrite more. It's more like they just threw too much into it at once.
Yeah, I can see that.
Because you had so much going on in this movie. You're just like, why are you throwing? Literally, you're jumping the shark on this one. Because they were like, oh my god, we had such a good time with this other one. Let's see what we can do with this one. And let's just throw everything in at once. Let's throw Catwoman. Let's throw Bane. Let's do this. Let's do that. Let's do the other thing. And you're just like, slow the fuck down. We don't need all that right now. We were perfectly fine before with just the Joker. And they were just trying too hard. But that was almost, like 10 years ago? So it's okay. We live and we learn.
Yep.
Yeah. So I'm glad you enjoyed Deadpool, and
Yes, that
Wolverine.
dude,
Yeah,
that dude,
there.
that dude in Wolverine. Yes.
Yeah. I like that. I think that should be the episode title so far. Dead dude and Wolverine.
Yeah. You know where I got that from, right?
Dead dude or Wolverine. Wolverine is usually Brian Cage
There you
name.
go.
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
I'm glad you picked up on that.
Yeah. We here. I get it. We see eye to eye. So Brian, what's good, dude? How you been, man?
I'm good, man. I just tired. It's been a long week.
That's fair.
Yeah. I am looking forward to Deadpool and Wolverine. I'm gonna hopefully go some point midweek next week, and then, or maybe a week after, depending on what day I get off. But also, like, I might do the same thing that Alex did and go back and rewatch the original two, just to get a refresher. Even though I've seen those movies 1,000 times.
Right.
But what I might also do is watch both versions of Deadpool 2, because there's that cut with that's supposed to be like fucking the one with Fred Savage.
Oh yeah. The
Once Upon a
the
Deadpool.
storyteller one.
Yeah, once upon a yeah. So I might.
I haven't seen that version of it.
I watched it once. It's funny because the edits are purposely bad.
Yeah.
And wasn't it that they toned it down for like PG-13? So
Yeah. Hence why the edits were purposely bad, because they knew that it was an R-rated movie. So aside from that, I've been watching some stuff.
Okay.
So the other night I watched Ghostbusters: Frozen Empire, as it's now on Netflix.
What you think?
Well, I've seen it. I saw it in theaters. I love that movie.
Okay.
Like, I think Afterlife was a drop better, but the fact that they brought the team back to New York and they threw so many references to the original again, really well done. I hope they do another one. And then for TV stuff, I'm watching. I'm started to watch the Mayor of Kingstown with Hawkeye.
I heard that show was good.
It's good. It's heavy though. Like, I only watched like one or two, and then I'm like, okay, I need to watch something light, like a comedy.
Okay.
Really well done. And then I'm also currently watching the final season of Evil.
Okay. I have not seen that, not once.
Oh, Evil's good. Evil was on CBS. It got canceled. Netflix took it for a little while, and then because of the numbers it was getting on Netflix, Paramount Plus took it, and they're wrapping with this fourth season. So
it was just dumping around the whole time.
Yeah, but I think the way they're doing it with season 4 being the final season is enough, because any more and it would have been a little bit too over the top.
Okay.
A little too much storytelling.
But you're supposed to have storytelling.
Right, but a good series knows when to end.
Fair enough.
And that's about all I got.
Okay. That's cool. As for me, I guess I've just been doing a lot of working, and I've also been doing a lot of watching. I guess the most recent thing that I've been like rewatching some old stuff. I was rewatching The Sopranos the other day. Such an amazing show, and like going back into it, it's you start to see that it isn't just like a drama. It's more like a comedy. A lot of the things that happen throughout the show are really fucking funny. Because you start to see
I've never watched it.
It's a good show. It's definitely a good show. It's definitely worth watching. If you have nothing else to watch, give it a shot, dude. Because it's really good. It has a great family dynamic.
That's a good show. I watched it the one time it was on, and then I never went back and rewatched it.
Yeah, it's definitely worth giving it another shot because as time has progressed, you get to see and you get to see, you notice little things because this show came out when I was young. Like it's been out over 25 years. They had just recently had like the 25th anniversary of it.
Oh yeah, it's pretty much like HBO's first big series.
One of their first big
One of their first,
that and like Oz
and Sex in the City.
You know,
Right.
Sex in the City. I was gonna ask
you're not the
like,
you're not the only one. Yeah.
Random question: what is your favorite HBO like series of all time? Because for me, it would be Oz.
Oz is awesome.
Oz is awesome, but honestly, after rewatching Entourage about a month back, I'm gonna go with that. Especially that just had its 20th anniversary from the first episode.
Okay. The Wire. The Wire is awesome.
I've heard so much good things. One of my best bros or whatever, that's one of his favorite shows. I never watched it either.
Same.
There are so many actors that started on the Wire.
Dude, almost everybody that's like super famous now fucking started in Oz.
And on the Wire too. Like Idris Elba started on the Wire. Michael B. Jordan started on the Wire.
Well, actually, Michael B. Jordan started.
Okay, right. Okay. Like this is his first big role, not just like a little like a teenager or whatever. Something that's
Brian, pull back the claws, bro.
He had
a serious role. There we go. How about that? Serious role.
He had a very serious big role on All My Children.
Okay.
I was gonna joke around saying, listen, his first big serious role or whatever was Fruitvale Station, if I remember correctly.
That was a good movie. I really enjoyed that one. But yeah, The Wire is awesome. It's a great fucking show. I also started rewatching The Righteous Gemstones. Such a good fucking show. Danny McBride and fucking the dude from Workaholics.
Oh, Adam Devine.
Yeah.
That's
so
good.
Good.
That's a great series.
What? Gemstones or Workaholics?
Gemstones.
Because I was gonna
Gemstones
say,
is fucking fantastic, dude.
like, Workaholics to me was like hit or miss. I mean, there were some more hits, but it's one of those things where it's an acquired humor, like in taste or whatever for it.
Oh, for sure.
Well, do you remember? Like was it last year when Gemstones' third season hit?
Mm-hmm.
So right before HBO canceled the Gemstones,
did they?
And then when the season 3 premiere hit HBO, it had ratings through the roof, and that they were like, "Oh shit, okay, it's not canceled anymore. It's not canceled anymore."
We're bringing it back. We're bringing it back.
We're calling him Mulligan.
And one of my favorite actors on that show, and also one of the best characters on TV, Walton Goggins as Baby Billy.
He's so fucking funny, dude.
Walton Goggins is just great in everything he's in.
He's fucking great.
But Baby Billy, look at
like he was awesome in fucking in Fallout too.
Oh, he was fantastic in Fallout.
But he's so good as Baby Billy in this.
Mm-hmm.
And the funny thing is, like, he's always been around. He's been around and doing so many things. These are the ones. These are the last couple that he's like, holy shit, he's so fucking good. He was good in The Vice Principals.
He was good in Justified.
He was good. Oh, I have never watched Justified.
That's a fun show.
I know you've always told me about it. I've never gotten a real chance to actually sit down and watch it. I'll watch it eventually.
It's on the Hulu's.
Yeah.
I was gonna say now that, like, since you mentioned FX shows or whatever, what is your favorite FX show of all time?
Ooh.
Breaking Bad.
Breaking Bad was not FX.
Wasn't it?
It was AMC.
Same difference.
No, it's not.
It's cable TV.
Because I still say when it comes to FX, of course.
Sons of Anarchy.
Yup, that's one. And then
Yeah.
the other one, which was different, was different, was Legit. The Jim Jeffrey show.
Never watched it.
I
never
think I
watched
saw
any
like
of
one or
those.
two episodes.
And then honorable mention, even though like he got canceled, fucking Louis.
Yeah.
Yeah, I never watched any of those shows.
Louis was fun. I
my-
like Louis.
My favorite show on FX, It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia.
Yeah, that's a good one. That's a great one, actually.
And it's still going.
Yeah, and it's still exactly. It still hasn't finished. It's still sunny.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's still making the monies.
Yeah,
It's still-
it really is. It really
it's
is.
still it's still sunny at Wrexham.
Yeah, yeah.
Why did I hear, like, maybe because of the echo or whatever, that I heard is like is something rectum? I was like, what, Brian, what?
Rectum damn near right? Rectum damn near killed him.
Yeah, exactly. You got it. You got it right.
Oh,
But yeah.
there's something else I know that you watched that, like, you actually, I gotta say thank you for, but I'll keep it off air on that part. But fucking Slammiversary.
Yes. TNA Slammiversary this past weekend happened.
Yeah, I didn't
That
watch
was
it.
good. That was good. It was a really good pay-per-view.
It was a lot
I
better.
was-
It was a lot better than I expected. Like, I anticipated for it to be.
I've sort of fallen out of wrestling.
We know. You're a busy guy.
Now, even I don't have admiration to really watch even clips anymore.
That's fair. You've grown out of it. You had your little bit of stint or whatever.
I mean,
Your love for it for a bit, and then you're just like, eh.
I'm sure it'll come back at some point, but they need to do something good.
Well, there's a lot of good happening. You just have to pay attention to it to see the good.
Well, I mean, what is it? It was it next weekend is fucking SummerSlam, or as they call it, joking around in Simon Miller's Ups and Downs, fucking hot WrestleMania.
But I think he was doing that because wasn't it? Which one is it now that they're doing 2 nights of?
But that's gonna be next year. But that's SummerSlam.
So next year's SummerSlam is going to be 2 days.
2-night event. Yes.
Yeah. Because right now the only thing that they do is
WrestleMania is usually the 2 nights, but like, why do they need 2 nights for SummerSlam?
I don't know.
Like from what it looks like so far for SummerSlam, there are like 8 matches or whatever for the main card, which is different because they don't usually do as many matches in a fucking PLE.
Right.
What also got me was that I think a majority of the matches are all like one-on-one matches,
and they're all title matches.
Yeah.
Minus the CM Punk and Drew McIntyre, which should open up the show.
Yeah, get it out of the way.
Yeah. Let that little feud go, let that finish, and then keep it moving. And then because since everything else is a title match, then all the other titles go.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's how I see it. Will it happen that way? Probably not.
No, probably not.
They'll probably keep CM Punk and Drew to like the middle, like almost the end of the show, which is dumb. But
well, the way that I see it playing out, and I think maybe we should hold off a little bit for it, until we do the predictions next week.
We could do predictions next week.
We could.
Yeah. But the way that it seems like is that they want to focus on, since now Seth is a part of that feud. Well, Seth was always a part of the feud, but
he was the one that started the whole feud. When CM Punk first showed up, he went fucking batshit.
Oh yeah, that's right. Remember, fuck you.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
yeah.
It's like, you're not making it PG, sir.
Yeah, no,
But
he's good. Like I like what I like how how it's all going with him.
Yeah.
And I like the story so far. I
Well,
am somewhat invested in this whole thing.
okay. Well, the one thing that I've lost a lot of interest in, and but I was never really into it like that, was the whole bloodline thing.
Yeah, I sort of fell off that really, really quickly too.
Well, I was listen. The only person, well, with original bloodline that I like was, of course, Paul Heyman. That's about it.
Right.
But now in the new bloodline, since they kicked out Paul Heyman, the only person I'm kind of invested in is Jacob Fatu.
Yeah. Because nobody else really like the Tongas. They don't say anything. They don't really do anything.
And Solo doesn't have good mic skill.
See, the thing is, like,
He's gotten better.
yeah, exactly. He's gotten better. But the thing is that he never really spoke on NXT either.
Right, he was always the taped up Umaga thumb,
Right.
and then would yell something, and then that was it.
Right. And then he came to the main roster, and he was always behind Reigns. They
Right.
never really let him talk. He never spoke. And granted, he's getting better at actually vocalizing, but I still don't see much of, like, oh yeah, he's such a good tribal chief.
I
Yeah.
still say that the way that it's playing out is that he's just, you know, a pseudo figurehead or whatever, and it's going like the way that if they're gonna play it out to WrestleMania, that The Rock is the actual tribal chief of this new bloodline.
Yeah, I can see that. But what
Because supposedly Reigns has been spotted in the gym getting in ring shape.
that's fine.
Yeah. So I mean, if they were to make it where The Rock, the final boss, was the real head of the bloodline this entire time, then next year's WrestleMania should be that infamous Rock versus Roman Reigns match that's been spoken about for fucking 3 years.
Yeah. But I wouldn't mind saying that if what they do is they actually have The Rock going for the title before he goes against Roman.
But The Rock is one of those dudes that doesn't really need a title at this point anyway.
No, but he wants that title. He doesn't need it, but he wants it. We know he wants it.
He wants one more for sure.
At least a title shot, so he can be like, okay, I got it out of my system,
right?
And having a one-on-one match, because granted, yeah, he was in a match, but it was a tag match.
Yeah,
and he wasn't in it the entire time.
And then after WrestleMania, he'll go home, make a movie, and then have a cheat day, drink some Terramana.
Yeah,
you know.
What is it? His famous French toast that he likes to for his cheat day.
Yep, and then he'll work out like a beast. He'll go shower and use all the Papatui products,
which is actually pretty good. I like the Papatui products.
I use it. I have the shampoo, conditioner. I have the body wash. I have the deodorant, and I have the face wash. And I
don't have the deodorant. I think that was a bit much. I don't have the deodorant.
Okay,
but I do have the shampoo and body wash.
We can say right now, whatever. Brian, tell us you're a fan without saying you're a fan.
I also have the Awakening eye moisturizer for the bags under my eyes.
Okay.
And honestly, it works.
Okay.
Yeah.
Fucking Brian getting pretty here. What the hell, man?
All about vanity in my old age.
Yeah, it's only right. It's only right. You gotta you gotta have your own little fountain of youth there.
That's right. We can't all live in Florida.
Yeah, exactly.
I was joking around fountain of youth or whatever. Isn't that called nostalgia?
Yeah, that too.
That too.
But we know. It's okay. We get it, Brian. I understand. I get you.
Oh, but going back to fucking Slammiversary, all I gotta say is that fucking power bomb on the chair that was done to PCO.
Oh, PCO is an old. What the fuck, dude? Like
Remember,
he's been wrestling since the 90s.
Well, remember, he was one of the Quebecers.
Yeah, since the 90s, right?
Yeah, and also remember that when he was the fucking pirate.
Yeah, and he's still wrestling now, and he's doing some insane stuff. It's like he doesn't give a fuck about his body. He's constantly throwing himself in this thing. He's constantly getting smashed. But he is also like the ultimate babyface because he's kind of like the Frankenstein's monster. He is.
Well, remember, he's a French Canadian Frankenstein.
Yeah. But he's good. I really like PCO. Like he's so damn good. Who else I like in fucking NXT in TNA? Fucking Jordan Grace. It's fucking fantastic, dude. She's a fucking powerhouse, dude. Like everything that she does in ring.
What do you think about that match with her and Ash by Elegance?
It was okay. It was good. It wasn't like the best match of the night, but it was good.
There were like two good spots. I'm just trying to remember exactly. I think they were like near the end.
Yeah.
But there were two really good spots in that match.
Yeah. It was a fun match. What else I enjoyed on that show? I really enjoyed the Rascals match. That was really good.
I will say this though, fucking, Charlie Dempsey, he's gonna be a fucking threat, for
Yeah.
like if he keeps going the way he's going, shit.
Well, he's Regal's son. He's good. He learned from one of the best.
What really gets me is if you look at him, it looks like if this dude Pete Dunne is his fucking cousin or something, because they have a very similar look, especially in the face.
Yeah, no, I can see it.
But
I
yeah,
can definitely see it.
But going back, that match wasn't bad. But you already know I'm not a high flyer, spot running match kind of guy.
That's fair. I also really enjoyed the main event too. The fact that Moose got pinned before the match was even over was fucking fantastic. Guaranteeing that there was going to be a new champ.
Dude, I really thought because of the momentum Joe Hendry was having that I thought they were going to probably give it to him. But then at the same time, I'm just like...
I'm glad they didn't give it to him.
No, because I think it would have been too soon too.
Yeah.
But it seemed like for a second that I'm just like, are they going to pull the trigger with him? But then at the same time, thinking to myself, like, nah, they're going to give it to Nemeth. And they did.
Mm-hmm. And well deserved. Because it's been a while since he had a title. Well, and actually, did he ever really have the main title, the big time title at the WWE's?
Wasn't he World Heavyweight Champion? But like, he cashed in against Del Rio?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, but it was a long time since he. Well, remember before he left that he had that run at NXT, so he was NXT, champion.
Right? Yeah, he's had that one, but he hasn't really had the big title, the big time title, until now, essentially.
Did you hear the rumor, or apparently there's been some kind of buzz online, like that they want to see. Because since TNA has that deal with WWE, with NXT, that the Hardys want to see if they can win or try to go for a match for the NXT tag team titles, because the only titles that they've never gotten,
I could see it. That's fine. Do they need it? Do they need to just give it to them just because they're the Hardys? No. They both work really well now still. But do they need another title? I don't know. Would I want to see them with the title? Yeah, maybe. Maybe for like a month or so.
Just so the guy have that claim that,
Right. Yeah, we had the title. we did it. We went back and forth with somebody, and then they took it back or something. Whoever had the tag titles now, and then they give it back. But I don't see them holding on to it forever.
Well, remember the NXT titles currently held by what was it, Axiom and Nathan Frazier.
Which they're good, but I don't think they should be the tag champions either. Like Nathan Frazier's awesome. Axiom he's good too. But I do like Nathan Frazier a lot. Like I liked him before he joined NXT because he did a short run in AEW for a bit. And
Wasn't it A Kid or whatever, something like that?
no, that's Axiom.
Okay. Oh, you're talking about Frazier? You said he did a stint in.
Yeah. He
Okay.
had like a few matches over in AEW. And he was really good. But then when they offered him a contract, WWE offered him a contract just before. And he went over there.
Okay.
Yeah. But it's okay. It's whatever. He's doing his thing over there. He's got a title, obviously, so can't be that bad. But yeah.
Since we're still on wrestling, let's just real quick. What do you think of Blood and Guts?
I loved it. I love the Blood and Guts match. That chair spot, people were complaining. I'm pretty sure it was a gimmick chair.
Oh, when they had this dude cuffed?
Yeah. What do you think? Did you think that was a gimmick chair or not?
The way that it looked, it kind of did, but
Yeah. But it hit hard.
You know what it reminded me of? Do you remember old ECW when I think what was it when Tommy Dreamer was tied in the ropes and Raven caught him with the like that fucking hard ass chair shot?
Yep. That's exactly what it reminded me of. Yep.
I think one of the funniest spots was the staple gun spot.
That shit was great. He hit everybody with a staple gun, and then he fucking hit Okada with the staple gun on his finger.
In the middle finger, yeah.
Yeah, it was fucking great.
No, what I felt kind of bad for was I was just like when they all went against Swerve, and I just kept thinking like would this be a hate crime?
Yeah, it could be. But no, it was a fun match. It was a real fun match.
I kind of liked a little bit how they, kind of continued on with the little feud between, Hangman and Swerve.
That's also one thing that I loved about it is that like, yes, it was a bigger story, but every little story within the match built to something else. Like we had the Bucks and the Acclaim. They're going for the tag titles at All In. That's one little story. Darby and Jack Perry. That's another little story. And Hangman Adam Page and Swerve. That's another little story. That's been going on for a while already, and it's fucking fantastic. The fact that Adam Page is just like so hell bent on destroying Swerve. I'm all in for all of them. I love all of these matches so far.
So you're all in for All In?
Yes. And it's only a few weeks away.
What's that?
So much wrestling happening.
At the end of next month.
Yeah. So much wrestling, and I love it. But yeah, it's a lot of good shit. It's a lot of good shit.
I think we're done with
so exciting.
with
no more wrestle talk.
Yeah, well, remember we have another podcast for that, which we got to go back to eventually.
Yeah, we'll go back to it eventually. I think it'll just be you and I though when we get to that.
Okay.
Yeah.
But yeah, there's some stuff that I know that you brought up, so I guess we can just segue to the geek news.
Yeah.
Oh, the other one, remember geek shit.
Yeah, geek shit.
Geek shit.
So for a moment, I spoke about Righteous Gemstones. We spoke about it together, Brian and I. And we mentioned Righteous Gemstones and how great the show is. We just got recent news that Danny McBride is always working on something. He always has his hand in some type of entertainment, whether it's from Eastbound and Down to like I said, the Vice Principals. Now Gemstones. They've acquired the rights to a new vampire series for HBO, which is cool because HBO's had vampire series before, which I really enjoyed. I really enjoyed True Blood, but
Me too.
The series that they're going to be taking over is going to be Danny McBride and Edie Peterson, who is the sister in Gemstones. They're going to be adapting the Southern Book Club Guide to Slaying Vampires. And I'm down for this. I really want to see this. I want to see what they're going to do with it. Especially since it'll be a different take on a vampire lore, I guess you can say.
Right.
And it's done by two really funny people. Because Edie Patterson is fucking hilarious, dude.
She's so over the top in that show, and it's great.
Yeah. She's absolutely fantastic on this show. And I'm like, yes, please give me more of her. Because she's so damn good. She's good at what she does. She's always fucking funny. She always hits the fucking spot.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, more of her all the fucking time. Because she's good. Correction, she's great at what she does. And this show should be good because, of course, it's HBO. Or Max, as you can say. But yeah. We haven't had a vampire show on HBO in a little bit. I think since True Blood.
Yeah.
And this would be a different take, obviously, but it should be good. It should be good. I'm down for it. It says the Southern Book Club guide. The Southern Book Club's Guide to Slaying a Vampire follows a married woman and mother named Patricia Campbell, residing in with her family in the Charleston community. She wants to blow off steam, so what she does is she just goes out and she starts trying to find vampires and killing them and shit. Kind of like Buffy, but in a fun way.
Right.
Yeah. But I'm down for it. It's gonna be a fun show. It's gonna be I've never read the book, but after seeing that this is gonna be coming out of it, I kind of want to read it now, or at least find the audiobook so I can somewhat read it and actually listen to it.
So you can prepare yourself for it.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, but we'll see. We'll see how that works out. But that should be coming out within the next few years because obviously it takes a little bit for it to go into production and all that shit.
Yeah, of course.
But yeah, it should be cool. It should be fun. And then another thing, of course, Comic-Con is happening.
Yes,
of course, next week we'll get more Comic-Con stuff. But
as of this recording, it's the first. Today was the first day.
Yes, today is the first day of New York. Wow, I said New York Comic-Con. San Diego Comic-Con.
You got me excited for a second. Like, we're in October already.
Yeah, no. It's only August in the next couple days. By the time this episode goes up, it'll be August. But
yeah.
But
since you mentioned August, the end of August, I got fucking Anime NYC that they moved it from the November to August.
Why? I guess the Javits they needed something. I don't know.
It's just kind of weird. Like, like to me, like conventions in New York work best like in the fall.
Yeah,
Yeah,
they do.
especially if like you're dressed up as a character and it's fucking 95 degrees outside.
I feel kind of bad. I'm just thinking about like like the novice cosplayers or whatever are gonna try to do stuff, and they're gonna probably have like all this makeup running and everything like that because it's just fucking hot as balls outside.
Yeah, it's
Yup.
gonna be fun. It's gonna be fun. They're gonna have a good old time. Nah, but San Diego's happening right now, and one of the few things, and what happens with these conventions is that the first few days they usually go over comic stuff because, of course, it's a comic book convention.
Mhm.
And DC announced that they're gonna be kind of doing, how they always do, like the New 52 or Rebirth or all these other things that they've had in the last few years. I'm gonna say in the last decade or so.
Yeah.
So they're redoing a lot of the DC universe again. And in redoing it, they've basically given us a whole new Batman, calling him essentially Absolute Batman. And this Absolute Batman looks pretty damn fucking dope.
Like,
I'm
is he-
excited to
Is he absolute like the vodka company?
probably even better.
Anything
This-
with Batman makes everything better.
Absolutely, dude. This looks freaking cool. Granted, it's just a comic book, but I want to see this. This is the first look at Absolute Batman.
Why is he jacked like Bane?
He's jacked like a motherfucker, dude. And that's perfectly fine because we haven't had a super jacked Batman. Essentially, he's gonna be 6'5",
Okay.
weighing in at 260 pounds, 250, 60 pounds. And he's going to be swole as fuck, as you can see by these little images right here. And it is still Bruce Wayne, but he's not going to be the typical Bruce Wayne that we've known and we've known him for like forever. It's going to be interesting. Okay. So we have that. So he's going to have swole Batman, which is cool. Fine.
Yeah.
One of the villains that we're going to see the Black Mask, which is pretty cool.
Yeah.
I'll take it. Then we have super gangster fucking Alfred. He's going to be the Alfred that we saw in one of the recent Batmans, that he was essentially like an MI6 agent or like a retired MI6 agent.
Gotham.
Yeah. No, but he was also in the comics at that too, in one of the comics. I think it was like Day One or something like that. But yeah, and you see him in this image right over here with a fucking motorcycle. He's got a grizzled beard, a funky mustache, kind of looking like Raja Ghul for a second there.
A little
You
bit.
just beat me to the punch because like if you don't read the thing, you just take a look like, oh, Ra's al Ghul's gonna be there. Cool.
Yeah. No, but he also has like a machine gun and everything. He knows how to handle his weapons.
It's Ra's Alfred Ghul.
Yeah. Imagine that's actually who he really is. Oh man. But this looks pretty cool. And not only just that, though, are we getting Absolute Batman? We're also getting Absolute Superman, Absolute Wonder Woman, Absolute Flash. And they all look pretty freaking cool because they're redesigning all the characters, retelling all of their stories in some way, and making it more fit. Well, making it fit for today. And I'm totally down for it. Not that often do we speak about comics that actually grab our attention, or grab my attention at least. But this did, and I am like so down for this. When exactly is this coming out? I'm not exactly sure, but it should be within the next year or so. So yes, please give me more comics. I want all the comics now. I'm down for this. And some other things. Of course, you know, we talk about trailers and we talk about a lot of things. And at one point while we weren't doing the show, we got the first trailer for the new Crow movie. And even though we didn't speak about it on here, between us, we spoke about the new Crow movie. And we weren't too excited for it. Because, of course, it's not the Crow that we knew and the Crow that we've grown to love since what, the 90s? Early 2000s?
The Crow movie came out in 94.
Yeah. A bazillion fucking years ago. And we finally got a trailer for the Crow. And we were like, okay. The Crow's being played by Skarsgård, Alexander. No, that's Eric Redmond.
Bill Skarsgård.
Yeah, Bill Skarsgård, the younger Scar. No, because there's even a younger one that too. Pennywise Skarsgård. And I wasn't too sold on what we saw in the original trailer. But I was still, you know, cautiously optimistic about it. And then today, obviously, you know, we're in Comic-Con seasons. We got a clip of said Crow movie, and I must say, this kind of sold me a little bit more than what we had previously seen. So let's watch this clip of the Crow.
Get down! Drive!
So he just shot him in the face.
Get in the bag!
See, that's pretty gangster.
Wasn't that like? Was that the opening scene of the original Deadpool? Was that
It kind of looks like it, yeah. Very close to it. It was a shootout in a car, and you got kicked out of a car. Yeah, yeah.
You expect
But
him to
this looks
go,
pretty good.
You expect him to go, Francis.
Right, yeah, yeah.
Where's Francis?
Yeah. I don't think there's any Francis in this one. There might be, though. There might be.
You never know.
Where's my bike, Francis?
But this looks pretty good. I'm somewhat sold off of this. Not all the way sold, but I'm a little bit more optimistic about it now.
I'll watch it on Netflix.
That's fair. That's fair. You'll watch it essentially. You'll watch it. It's fair.
I'm not going to pay money for it, though.
Yeah, I need to see a little bit more, or hear a little bit more, see what other people think about it when it does come out.
And correction, I'm not going to spend money on a single movie. I'm going to instead spend the money on a streaming platform.
Fair enough. You're not giving it all your monies. I get it.
I'm giving it some of the monies, but that could also go toward other things on that platform.
Yeah. You're giving it a portion of your proceeds.
Yes, I'm giving it whatever comes out of my bank account monthly.
Fair enough. You're not wrong. I get it. But this doesn't look that bad. It doesn't look that great yet, but essentially, like, I'm kind of sold on it. I kind of want to see what they're gonna do. I want to see what else they're gonna do. Not completely sold, but I'm for us. Like, I want to see it. I want to see what they're gonna do.
So at this point, he's already like undead because his legs started to like heal back.
Yes, the fact that he broke his entire leg, his whole, like, what is it? His tibula and fibulas was all hanging out there and shit.
What I was gonna say, joking around, is like my man got Darby Allen.
Yeah, he really did.
But
he got thrown out of a car.
What I do like about what they did here is that, unlike the cult classic with the late great Brandon Lee, when Brandon Lee's Eric Draven got shot, he laughed it off.
Mm-hmm.
This dude is actually experiencing and letting you know he's fucking in pain.
Yeah.
Because you heard those screams of agony when his bones are literally reconnecting.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so that's a cool little touch.
Yeah, that's a great touch right there. I'm like, okay. I'm excited to see what else is gonna happen with this. Will it be anything that's just like, oh my god, this is gonna be so good? It could be. Possibly. It could possibly be, but the fact that, like, they're giving him more of a humanity, I guess you can say.
Yeah, there's more of a human connection.
Yeah. I'm down for it.
Because the original Crow would have been a completely different movie, but they had to work around dead.
Yeah. Can't do much with a dead person.
No.
Especially back then. Back then you couldn't do anything with them. Now you can do AIs and all this other shit.
Well, what I do love about the original Crow movie is that the body double / stuntman was Chad Stahelski, who would later be the guy who did the John Wick films.
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah. He did mention that to me. Yeah, it's good. Like, I'm glad that that's something that they kept true to it, and they made it work. So it's good stuff. The next thing that we got, of course, some of us like video games. And I don't believe we ever spoke about this before. We probably did. No. Now that I think about it, a long time ago, maybe. Borderlands. It's getting a movie.
Right.
And we did speak about it, right? Vaguely, and it was a long time ago.
We might have spoken about it on the show, or we spoke about it in a group text.
Right. But we finally got the trailer for it, and it looked interesting. Is it true to the game? Probably not. But let's see.
But Jamie Lee Curtis is in it.
Yeah. Also, Kevin Hart.
That's right.
Also Kevin Hart. Yeah. Not knocking him, but yeah, he's in it too. Let's watch the trailer.
Brave Vault Hunters! You've come in search of the secret lost vault of Pandora!
You ready to kick some ass?
Okay, let's go.
Hey. Catch! If the legends were true,
I'm the only one who can open the vault. What are you doing?
feel free to applaud.
Follow me this way. I have a tremendous sense of
Nobody kills me but me!
Here they come! Put the window up.
I don't want to.
Speak.
It's in my
You get a bullet. You get a bullet.
big bullet coming.
Start getting it out! To get it out! I'm saying...
How are we gonna get through this?
Everybody run!
Okay,
Just
that-
another few weeks. And this
that
looks
looks
pretty
fun.
fun. It's in my mouth. It's the funniest fucking line ever.
What do you think's in the vault? My guess is Activia.
Probably. But I think I'm gonna name the episode "It's in My Mouth." Yeah, that's the title. That's the title. It's in my mouth.
Here in the City Geeks podcast.
There we go.
We don't need the complaints.
No, it's okay. It's okay. They can complain all they want. That's fine with me. That's fine with me. I don't care.
You're ruining my movie theater experience.
This actually looks pretty fun. It looks really fun. I think I've played one of the Borderlands games for a little while, and it was fun.
I never played them.
They're fun. It looks fun. People are complaining about Kevin Hart being the main dude or whatever, who essentially in the game is like the leader of the group, and he's a big baddie dude, a big badass. But yeah, it's Kevin Hart. Who's like 3 feet 2.
He's fun though.
Yeah, he's absolutely fun.
I enjoy Kevin Hart.
Yeah, no, I enjoy him too. I like that Kate Blanchett is in it too. I haven't seen her in a minute.
Yeah.
Jack Black as a robot. I'm down for it. So yeah, it should be cool. Should be a fun show. Fun movie. There we go. I don't know why I said show. I guess that's leading into the next thing that's a show. We spoke about DC stuff. And we got a trailer for the final season of Superman and Lois.
Yeah.
Sad that the show's coming to an end, even though I only watched the first season.
I watched I think I watched season 2 also, and then
Okay. But yeah, this is ending now on the 4th season.
and that's because the CW moved away from the Arrowverse.
Yeah.
And I mean, it's fair. They had their moment, but
Well,
also,
this is also far from the Arrowverse as well, because essentially it ended with him beginning.
right, because like even though he was on Supergirl, they sort of like quietly put those to bed and made this its own thing.
Mm-hmm. Which
And it was-
because what they're doing is that like he's from another universe,
Right.
so he didn't have anything to do with the Justice League or any of them at all. It was
Right.
just him doing his own thing in
Yeah.
Metropolis or whatever. Not even Metropolis, in Smallville.
Right. And honestly,
Yeah.
I mean, he really looked good as Superman.
Oh, absolutely. I really enjoyed him as Superman.
Yeah.
So let's see the trailer, the final trailer. Well, not the final, the trailer for the final season. There we go. Of Superman and Lois. Let's do it. Oh, motherfucker.
Factor provides.
There we go.
This wasn't supposed to happen. Not before me.
Mom, is he okay?
I feel so bad.
Is this the
for John
death
and
of
Jordan.
Superman?
Their dad just died.
This is the new reality we're facing. The world's without us protector. Just trying to track that thing. What are you hiding? You
Doomsday?
have to trust me. You can't fight it. This is how I save Dad.
Superman is dead. Can we please just enjoy the moment?
I can handle him.
You're not ready yet. You are not your father.
Next time you come at me, you better be ready to kill me.
You weren't trying to save Dad. You were trying to be a hero. My dad is dead.
He always comes back. Not this time.
Ooh-wee.
And it's interesting to see. I'm gonna purposely mess up his name, but Michael Cuddles.
Yeah.
Michael Cuddles as Lex,
Yeah,
but he's like biker Lex.
Yeah. I am totally down for it, dude.
Like, look, for TV Lex Luthor, John Cryer was fucking flawless,
Great.
but
Absolutely.
he was built for that world.
Yeah.
Um,
That's his own little world. That's where he should be. And he killed it for what he did. Just like Michael Rosenbaum did really good as Lex in Smallville as well.
yes. And then who played Lex on Titans for like 2 episodes?
Oh, I don't even remember.
Because he
only had a small little role. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But Michael Cuddles as biker fucking Lex.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I mean, look, Cudlitz has always been great.
Yeah.
I mean, his role as Abraham was good on The Walking Dead.
Fucking fantastic.
Him as character actors in different movies and
Mhm.
TV shows. But yo, like him with like that sick fucking Sons of Anarchy style beard.
Yeah. Yeah. Absolutely sold on that shit, dude.
And
I just appreciated what he said. Like, let's just enjoy it that he's gone.
Yeah.
yeah.
Such a badass dude.
And then I know that they recast the older son because that kid like
Mhm.
stepped away from acting.
Yeah. Which is fair.
Yeah, I mean he wants to be a kid.
Yeah. He wants not
What?
just a kid. He wants to be a teenager or even like go. He wants to, do something other than acting at the ripe old age of like 18 or 19.
You can't blame him.
Yeah.
So yeah, like this is a series that before I watch the final season, I might just go back and watch it from the beginning.
Yeah. Now that I'm saying this, I'm like, yeah, I think I should go back and watch this because it looks pretty good. It looks like I can get behind this.
Yeah.
Especially since you see Lois just like breaking down and crying bad. And not just that, but we got a badass looking Doomsday.
What looks like he sort of looked like he had the emblem on his chest as he's flying through space.
Mm-hmm.
Which sort of reminds me of that story arc from like 10 years ago in the comics where the Doomsday virus.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, okay, I can fucks with this.
Yeah. So like I am quite excited for this.
It'd be cool if Clark shows up in the black and silver, but with
the long hair.
No, not mullet Superman. The modern version of it, where he has the thick fucking beard.
Yes. Down for it. Let's go.
Let's fucking go.
Let's go. This looks dope. I am excited to see what they're going to do with Superman and Lois in this final season. First episode has 2 hours worth of goodness. So exciting. So exciting. Now I need to go back and watch the whole thing. Yes, please. Give it some more. Then some more DC stuff. Of course, O'Brien and I were going back and forth about this. And let's just get into it right now. It's the official trailer for Joker 2. Folie À Deux? Is that what it is?
Something like that.
Yeah. Yeah, so let's watch this trailer.
Yay.
Don't be so excited, Brian. Don't be so excited.
Two years ago, the name Arthur Fleck had gotten like a hurricane.
The trial of the century. They believe Arthur Fleck to be some kind of martyr. Well, he's not. There's a monster.
When I first saw Joker, when I saw you, for once in my life, I didn't feel so alone anymore.
For once in my life. How about you, Arthur? Do you still think you're a star?
Showtime.
The whole world smiles with you.
You can do anything you want.
The sun comes.
You're Joker.
Look around, look at all these people.
Rain on.
I will know without any of you
So stop your sighing.
to keep me down.
Be happy again.
I got the sneaking suspicion that we're not giving the people what they want.
It's okay, baby. Let's give the people what they want.
I am pretty sold on this one, dude.
Nah. I mean, I will admit that his Joker laugh got really good for this one.
Yes, it really did. It really did.
His Joker laugh resembled that of Mark Hamill from the animated series. But, I mean, I need to see more of this. And if I do ever watch this movie, it will, again, be on a streaming service and where maybe one night I'll watch The Crow and then the next night I'll watch this. But I'm not paying full price for this movie.
Right, yeah, no, at this moment, no, I'm not paying full price for this movie either. But will I watch it? Yes, I will. Will I pay
watch it?
In theaters? Probably not.
Will we watch it on our jailbroken Fire Sticks? Probably.
Probably.
Allegedly.
That's how I may have watched the first one. I don't remember.
Yeah, I don't remember.
I saw
either.
the first one in the theater.
I'm sorry to hear that.
My condolences.
Yeah.
Well,
yeah.
remember it remember this was one of the theaters I used to work at, so you know
I know.
I got to see it for free.
Freezies. Yeah. That's
Oh, wait,
fair.
hold on. Once again, allegedly.
Yeah, no, I get you. I get you.
We're sorry that you may have had to have left your house to go see that movie.
Right. See, but the thing is, like, not that it's not a bad movie. I'm not saying that it's a bad movie. It's just something that it's been rehashed many times. It's not an original story essentially for me, because it is what if you really think about it, if you really know cinema, you know the story of Taxi Driver.
Yeah,
that's what this story is.
Oh,
at least in the first one.
Okay, I get it. So the first one was Taxi Driver, and this is the sequel to A Star Is Born.
Possibly. It could be. It could be.
I mean, Lady Gaga was involved.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. And she's not a bad actress.
No, she's fantastic.
She's actually really good in American Horror Story.
I didn't watch the. Oh no, yeah, because she was in she's been in a few seasons.
She's been in a few seasons. Yes.
She was in Hotel.
Yes.
Yeah. Oh, she was fucking
she was creepy as hell on that shit. Yes.
Her and Matt Bomer.
Yeah. Yeah. But yeah, this looks interesting to me. I want to see where they go with this. Will I automatically see a first day in the theaters? Definitely not.
No.
Maybe later on in theaters after I hear more word, and then figure out, okay, is it worth it?
But is the score on Rotten Tomatoes accurate? Or
right, yeah. But essentially, yes, I will watch this eventually.
Mm-hmm.
Whatever with your Attack of the Killer Tomatoes or whatever the fuck you said.
Fair, I'll take it.
Attack of the Killer Tomatoes.
It's a good movie though. But this should be interesting. Well, actually, like I said, eventually, yeah, we'll see it.
I do hope that Lady Gaga is not just another figure of his imagination romance.
That's one thing that I'm thinking about, because yes, she may not be in his imagination. She is a real person in this, obviously.
Well, so is Zazie Beetz, but
right.
but their love never happened. That was just his dream of being insane while he was in the elevator and down the hall.
Right. So it could just be that something's happening here that makes him look all fucking psycho and shit, or makes because it is essentially during his trial.
Yeah. So this is pretty much a straight up continuation of that first movie.
Yeah.
Hence why, right? He was totally wearing the suit that he was arrested in.
Mm-hmm.
While while he looked at the guy dressed as Joker, and he looked like sort of what the fuck.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm like, let's go. I am down for this. Essentially, it will be eventually. But what I am extremely down for is the next and final trailer we have for this week. As we all know, I'm a big fan of horror movies, and I've been watching a shit ton of them. And one series that I've started to watch in the last couple years is the Terrifier series. So I watched the Terrifier 1. The last year I watched Terrifier 2. And I was super excited for it. It made me really happy. Then to find out that they were working on Terrifier 3. Made me really fucking happy. Art the Clown, one of my favorite new villainous characters in a horror movie. Fucking fantastic. One of those characters just why are you doing these evil things? And he gives you no reason. He just loves doing them because he's Art the Clown. So let's watch the trailer. Obviously, yes, this is not for everybody, but for one person that it is, it's me. It's for me. It's absolutely for me. So let's watch the trailer for Terrifier 3. Coming in October as well. I think probably the same day as the Joker. But let's watch the trailer for Terrifier 3.
The one short now comes.
Oh, great.
Liner.
Yeah, now I got
It was
to
already
add.
my favorite short.
Great.
It really was.
Great.
And now, guess
Great.
what? Now they got
Can't
an
skip
inside
it. Can't
note
skip it. There we go.
Oh, you didn't watch Kevin Hart? Okay.
Not yet. We already watched it before. Yay.
Born in Blood.
Dude, the fact that he's doing
Snow Angels in Blood?
Snow Angels in the blood
Next to
with
the severed
with
foot.
exactly with a severed leg right next to him. It's fucking great. I'm excited for it. The first one,
I need to watch those. I've never watched those movies.
they're fun. They're not for everybody. It is essentially what a lot of people would consider like torture porn. It's not really though. It's just like very gory stuff.
How ironic they call our podcast torture porn.
Yeah, that's fair. I'm not surprised.
The safe word is Zendaya.
That's fair. But this looks fun. This looks good. Art the Clown is great. I met a good chunk of the cast at Spookhala last year. They're really cool. They're back in this one. Of course, Art the Clown's the same dude as in this one again, but the girl and her brother are both in it as well. Written and directed by the same dude again. So very, very, very excited for this. And it's coming in October. And it's early Christmas. So it's a great holiday movie.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, it's good. It's exciting.
Bring the kids.
Yeah, I would. The older ones, not really the younger one. But yeah, this looks dope. And Brian, I know you're somewhat interested. Just so you know, there is no real story in these. There's a somewhat story in the second one, not in the first one. First one, there is literally like no story at all in the first one. He just shows up and he just goes crazy.
It's just over the top killing.
Yeah. It's good stuff. It's fun. Yeah. I think that about wraps it up. You guys have anything else for the week, or are we good?
We're good.
Okay.
Yeah, I think we mentioned pretty much everything already anyway, so.
Yeah. It is also getting kind of fucking late right now. It's midnight. It's Friday. Yay. Happy Friday, everybody. Well, probably by the time this goes up, it'll be Monday, but still.
Happy Friday on a Monday. All right.
Yeah. Gotta love it.
Working for the weekend.
Everybody's working for the weekend.
God damn it! Now you got me just thinking of that scene in Zoolander when he's in the fucking the mine.
It's the best scene ever, dude. But yeah.
I think I got the black lung pop.
Great fucking movie. But yeah. Thank you guys for listening. Make sure you guys go over to InnerCityGeeks.net, of course, where we have all the stuff. So all these episodes, of course, now that we do it every week on a regular basis again, you can find all the episodes there. Yes, so check out InnerCityGeeks.net. Of course, we got this show. We also have Bright Shade Presents stuff over there, as well as Comics Guns of War, Manga Time, and Anime World, all by Mario. Mario's doing all three of those every single week, doing a banging job. And then he's also putting out like shorts and shit on YouTube's. So go check all that shit out too. And then you can find the show on Instagram and Twitter at InnerCityGeeks. You can listen to the show also on SoundCloud and motherfucking Spotify. Essentially soon you can find us in other places as well. I have links to all those places in the show notes as well. But where can we find you guys? Alex, where can we find you, sir?
You can find me on Twitter at Denied, DINYED, and then on Instagram at Denied, DIN_Y_ED. Where can we find you, Brian?
You can find me sitting on my couch scrolling through Twitter.
Nice.
Yeah. Oh, you mean socially? You could find me. You find me on socials. Check me out. I'm on both Instagram, Bright2J, and Bright2J Presents. Twitter, Bright2J Presents. And where can we find you, Steve?
And you guys can find me, as I said, you guys can find me on the Twitter and the Instagram at Mr. Jackal, MISTERJACKAL. Once again, I appreciate everybody that's listening, sharing this, making sure other people know about us here. I appreciate you guys. Thank you guys for always listening. This show's been going on for like a good 12 years. So, bravo. Thank you for sticking with us. Yes, we took some time off because, of course, we need to reset our brains and shit. But we're back at it.
Life happens.
Exactly.
Adulting.
Yeah, not even just adulting, just brains. Brains need to relax sometimes. But yes, thank you guys for listening. We much appreciate you guys. But one thing that I always say, don't be a dick, but always remember that the geeks shall inherit the earth.